Or I'm publishing. Share to page you manage. Let's see if this works. Yeah, so Facebook is gone. Facebook and Instagram are gone, y'all. Let me make sure. Okay. So Facebook and Instagram have shut down, but I still wanted to connect and I still wanted to do a live for everyone because I believe in the power of sisterhood. And I think we can still have sisterhood without Facebook and IG. I mean, just a couple of weeks ago, I had an event here at my house. And let's see. I'm just making sure I see everybody. This is all new to me. So we're seeing who's here. We're seeing who's here. I want to make sure that. All right. So needless to say, today, I really wanted to, the topic I'm talking about today, y'all, it's hilarious. It's hilarious because I often have challenges with this. And it's really important because when an alpha female has anxiety, hi, Lucretia. When alpha female has anxiety, and I'm just saying alpha, strong woman, because a lot of times we probably have a lot more anxiety. I don't have scientific proof and the statistics on that, but with the strong women that I talk to, a lot of them have experienced anxiety. So if you've ever experienced anxiety on a continuous basis at some point in your life, type in me in the comments. And I'm going to say me. Me. That's why I know. That's why I know that. So welcome to the Wednesday Wind Down. I'm Natasha McCrae. I am the dating empowerment strategist for alpha females. That is who I am. And this is the Wednesday Wind Down. And the reason we do wine is because alpha females love wine and wine makes us feel good. So here we are, chilling on a Wednesday, made it to hump day. And we're going to talk about the 5 steps to kick anxiety in its front teeth. Kick anxiety in its front teeth. So alpha, I can only imagine, beautiful alpha queen, I can only imagine your life. Your life is full. Your life is packed to the rim. You are doing a lot of things. You are helping a lot of people. You might have multiple jobs. And if you don't have multiple jobs, you have multiple things that you're volunteering with or helping others with. If that's true, say me. And you're constantly moving. You constantly want to operate at a higher capacity. And with wanting to operate at a higher capacity, what usually happens is we wake up and we do this one thing. This is the one thing we must eliminate. And I'm laughing at myself because I have a confession to make. I did this today. I did this thing today. So we wake up and we have what? What's the first thing we have in the morning? Coffee or something that has caffeine. Or if you are associated with some natural product, you might have some natural thing, but you've had coffee. And if you've had more than 1 cup of coffee, this is definitely adds to the vortex of creating anxiety, of creating it. It does not help the bottom line. How many of you drink coffee? I say me, I drink coffee. And when I'm drinking 3/4 of a cup or 1 cup max a day, I'm okay. I'm okay. If you drink coffee, type it in the chat. Yeah, I'm trying to be, 1 cup. Hey, Adrienne. And you know what? Usually I'm okay with 1 cup, but it also depends on all the other things that are going on in my life. And today I had more than 1. And guess what happened? Heart racing. Boom, 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 boom. But that's just one of the baseline things. That's just one of the baseline things. But let's talk about how to kick anxiety in its front teeth, because a lot of times we as strong women, we as alphas, we want to control the world. How many of you want to control the world? That's what I want to know. Because I think I occasionally fall back into wanting to control the world, meaning people should act right. I should maybe ask you the question of how often do people get on your nerves? How often do people get on your nerves? I love how we're in this private, and I can make the comments private, but this is our first time doing this, so I wanted to make them where everybody could talk about it. Yes, people get on your nerves. I know you know this. I know you know this. Because strong women, we do things a certain way. We have a certain efficiency of way of operating. We know more than the average person. Well, now world anyway. Well, yeah, my world anyway. Exactly. We know more than the average person. I get it, Phoebe. Our worlds, we want to take care. We want to rule. So one of the things you're going to have to do is begin to make a list of all the things you're feeling like you, and this is actually coaching. Since we're not live on Facebook, I'm doing a little bit of extra coaching. We need to make a list of the things that you truly want to control, and then start taking some things off that list. Start giving some things up to God, give it out to the universe, delegate it. Delegate it. Let the chips fall where they may. Because the way that the clothes are put in the cabinet or the way that your dishwasher is loaded does not serve you. It is just creates a dirty environment for anxiety. Anxiety can grow in this type of environment. I believe that. Now, I said scientifically when I was saying the strong woman has anxiety, there are studies that show certain personality types are more prone to anxiety. So you have to be aware of that. I'm going to ask that you Google this when we're done. Google personality types and anxiety and see if you fall into this category. So number one, eliminate or keep coffee to a minimum. Let's see. Keep coffee to a minimum. I thought my assistant was going to be on here today, but it looks like she's not. I don't think she's here. Okay, so keep coffee to a minimum. Number two, give up control. And y'all, if somebody wants to type this in here for me, they can. Number two is give up control. It's so important. It's so important that we decide that, hey, I know that I want to control this thing, but we got to give it up. We got to give it up. It's ridiculous. Number three, accept where you are at this very moment in life. Because the thing about this, and this is very similar. Hi, Tina. This is very similar to number two. Because giving up control means it doesn't, accept where you are at this very moment might mean you giving up that need to micromanage your life. I know y'all have heard about micromanaging other people. Do any of you do that? Micromanage? I catch myself. Y'all, I'm alpha, but I do have things to work on. I have taken the time, have built some tools, but do you micromanage people? I have those tendencies, but I definitely get those tools. Let's see. Somebody is sharing me. Oh, my husband's sending me notes on, he's anyway. So if we're micromanaging other people, trying to control everyone else, that means we're probably trying to control ourselves too. And somewhere along the lines, we were taught that we have to be hard on ourselves in order to succeed. Does anybody feel like that? In order to get to the next level, you have to be hard on yourself. In order to move past where you want to be, you have to be hard on yourself. That is not true. And I'm so excited because my whole objective is to get alpha females loving life, enjoying the journey with grace and ease. And some things will keep you shackled. They will keep you shackled. So I want to make sure that you understand. Number one, if you guys are just tuning in, you can scroll through the comments. I don't know if you're on your phone, if you can see the comments. Definitely if you're on your desktop, we're here. All right, so number one, the obvious. I probably should have saved this to laugh, but the obvious. Stop drinking so much dang coffee. I had to tell myself that today. I had another cup later on, and here I am, heart palpitating. I had to take a chill pill. So stop drinking so many beverages that are supposed to pump you up and lift you up. You have to stop it. You have to stop it. That's number one. Number two is give up control. You must give up control. There's times when, I ask my husband to do something. I don't drink coffee, and what tea has caffeine unless it's straight herbal tea. So the question I ask those on this is, are you creating a breeding ground for anxiety? And it's not that one thing will affect you. It's multiple things together that can affect you. Is wanting to control everybody, not accepting where you are and being hard on yourself, drinking too many caffeinated beverages. And number four, kick anxiety in its front teeth. Slow down. Slow down. That's huge. And I don't know, but if you're alpha and you're here and you're watching this, I think I'm posting live to YouTube as well. I just can't see comments. But if you are alpha, and I guarantee you probably are moving 100 miles an hour. You probably get twice as much done than the average person in the same time. Am I correct? Do you get, those of you watching on the replay, those of you here live, do you get twice as much done in the same amount of time than other people? I asked that question. And the answer to that is probably yes. So I'm going to ask that you slow down. Yeah, I know I'm talking to y'all. It's the pot calling the kettle black. The pot calling the kettle black. The reason I am a dating empowerment strategist for alpha females, for the strong woman, is because I have that heart for y'all. The reason why I have a heart for y'all is because that is me. If we stood face to face, we're looking in a mirror. I've been there, done that. So you must slow down. You might ask the reason, why am I talking about anxiety and alpha females and I'm a dating empowerment strategist? One, because if you do not get your anxiety in check, it will block you from attracting the mate that you truly want. It will block you. Anxiety is fear on steroids in the present moment. Anxiety is fear on steroids blasted into a capsule of this moment in time. Does that make sense? So you must slow down. And let's talk about slowing down. Let's talk about slowing down, because slowing down, if you I'm right, because how many times have you started to have anxiety and you slowed your breathing? How many times have you slowed your breathing and it started to go away? Let's slow down life, and you'll probably start to have less anxiety attacks. I'm not saying shut the whole world out unless you need to for survival, unless it's a self-care plan. But what I'm saying is just take a moment. And slow down. Kay says, thank you. I was turning down a script saying I was going into overwhelm. The truth was I had arrived. I am slowing down. Amen, Kay. Yes, honey. Yes. Kay, slowing down so that all that spiraling out of control ain't happening. You must get into a place where you can slow down. Well, you can slow down. So I'm not going to, I have the last one. I'm not going to go too much longer. But number one, chill out on the caffeinated beverages. It's a must. If you must have one, like I have my little, when I detox, I go off caffeine completely. Or coffee is probably the only caffeine. But when I get back, I only have half a cup. Like, I mean, literally 4 ounces of coffee, and that serves me. And then over time, as months go by, I'm like, oh, I'll just have a little more. Oh, I'll just have a little more. Oh, I'll make another cup. I did another cup today. And I sat here for a moment and I started like, and it was funny. I said, this is hilarious because this is what I'm talking about today. And coffee was on the list. So here I am living this as I'm talking to you guys. Number 2, give up control. Stop trying to control everything. We're getting to the last one, but stop trying to control everything. Number 3, accept where you're at in this very moment. Gratitude. Accept where you are. Because if you aren't accepting where you are, you're going to push yourself so hard. You feel like you got to push yourself to get to the next level instead of love yourself to get to the next level. Love on yourself to get to the next level. Number 4 was slow down. Slow down is a form of self-care. You start to love on yourself. Love on yourself. And this one's going to be a little challenging. This one's going to be a little challenging. Y'all ready for it? If you're ready for the last one, let me know. Say me. I want to make sure you're still here listening. I want to make sure you still listening. We're sipping on the tea. Well, the wine that we call it tea. I love the fact that you guys are here. This is the crew. Me. Okay. Alphas. You have to be willing to get it done instead of perfect. Does that make sense? Because if you're anything like me, sometimes things would have to be perfect. And when they are not, that will make you anxious. That goes back to relinquishing control, but I'm talking about the things that you're doing specifically. I'm talking about what you are doing for yourself specifically. It doesn't have to be perfect. I see the thinking face. Who has questions? Pose the questions. We can go deeper. But the thing is number 4, was it 4 or 5? Number 5. So let me talk a little bit more about this. I want you guys to pose questions about this because I anticipate you will have questions about number 5. But let's talk about number 5. Number 5 is when you are making plans to, let's say, write a book. Let's say you're making plans to write a book, and you're making plans to write a book. I never got the control. What does it look like? Can you pose that in another way, Kay, just so I can make sure I'm on? Is there a way I can bring people on to ask the question? I never got the control. What does it look like? I'll continue about the done, not perfect, and then pose that question in other ways because my brain is my brain isn't, maybe it's all the caffeine that I need to not have. That's not connecting. Okay, so done. You say you're going to write a book. You say you're going to write a book. 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 And it's probably and you're probably haven't written the book because you feel like, oh, who's going to buy my book? Oh, I don't know how to write a book. What if I have typos in my book? I don't know who's going to publish my book. That perfection of needing all the ducks in a row before moving forward is consuming your mind. Just imagine these as thoughts. Consuming your mind versus you just taking action. There are 2 different things. Thinking about taking action and taking action are 2 different things. So number 5 is decide to get it done instead of being perfect. because perfection creates lists in your head that no one is perfect. I'm not saying excellence. Striving for excellence is, a problem. What I'm saying is when you have high anxiety, having your brain consumed with perfection will add to the pot. It's like throwing bacteria into a petri dish and then it begins to grow. So consider doing things instead of thinking about the million perfect things that have to go along with this thing that you're doing. Does that make sense? I want to see some questions in here because I'm going to be on here for another couple of minutes. I stayed on a little longer just because we were in our private secret meeting room. Okay, so that makes sense. How many of you experienced that? I've experienced that. For a while, I was like, I'm going to do a journal. Oh my God, what is it supposed to look like? I don't know who's going to print it. What if I have typos in it? What do I need to? I need to add this to the journal. Oh, I need to have a guided journal workshop. Oh, I had all of those in my head and never did the journal. And then finally, I just sat down and said, do it. Do it. Yeah, do it. So let's go back to the question. What does it mean to be what does it mean to be controlling? Okay. What does it mean to be controlling? That means when we do not let other people be themselves in everything that they're doing. So let's say we ask somebody, hey, can you go pick up some avocados for me from the store? And they're like, yeah, sure. And then you say, I usually get them from this place. Make sure they're this type. I don't want to spend over this amount. I'm trying to think of something else. Oh, I asked my husband to unload my car. I caught myself though, y'all. I asked him to unload my car. He says, okay, we're not doing nothing. But I'm trying to tell him when the car should be unloaded. I wanted to tell him where he should put the stuff that he's unloading. I wanted to make sure there were certain things that were on top that weren't on the bottom because they were too heavy. That's controlling. Do y'all get that? How many of you do that? Am I the only one? I'll say me. Just say me. Me. So then I'm trying to think of what else is controlling. It comes in so many different shapes and fashions and forms. It comes in disguise sometimes as just needing it done. It comes in disguise. Not everyone has all of the steps that I've talked about. Not everyone's doing all the things that I said, but this is a way to combat that. So does that make sense? So let me tell you, I'm going to close now. We'll go through this, but I'm going to close now. So the top 5 things you need to do to put your foot on anxiety's neck, kick anxiety in its front teeth, eliminate the caffeinated beverages, give up control. Give up control. Let people do them. Accept where you're at this very moment. That's called gratitude and not forcing yourself or pushing yourself just to get further. It should happen with grace and ease. Slow down is number 4, and 5, done, not perfect, will save your life. The reason I am very, very serious about letting people know about this is because if you are looking to be in a relationship and anxiety is running your life, it'll lower your vibration of the type of people you attract. And I'm not saying you could have full-blown anxiety and be on meds and still find a man. I do believe that. But what I'm saying is I want you to enjoy your life. There's so many people out there telling you what you should be doing, how you should be doing it, and it's talking about relationships and talking about dating. And I believe the core of you getting what you want, stems from you enjoying life and enjoying it fully. The number 1 and 2, 2 and 3 are in the comments. 2 is give up control, and 3 is accept where you are at this very moment. Accept where you are. Accept that you are here right now. Accept, meaning fully love and embrace yourself in the process. Accepting, when I was single, when I got to a place of accepting my masterful singleness as a gift, and I was grateful that I was here, I was grateful for the desire that was in my heart, things just began to shift, opposed to being in a mindset of this mess sucks. Because trust me, I've been there, where I was like, this sucks. And I was not enjoying life. But when I began to accept being single, I actually got a whole bunch of dates. So I was dating amazing men. You know, none of them were marriage material. And I'll talk about this on Thursday. I'm doing a post where I talk about deciding to clean house for the marriage material. But one of the major things is the reason you want to kick anxiety in the front teeth is so that you can start enjoying your life to the fullest. I want you to enjoy life. And when you enjoy life, enjoying life is better than Botox. I think that's a tweetable. Y'all can hashtag tweet if Facebook and IG was working. Well, you can tweet because Twitter's working. But I really wanted you to focus on this because when it comes to dating, you want to make sure that you're enjoying life, you're enjoying where you are, you're enjoying your friends. This is the bottom line. And we have to focus on that. Meaning we have to focus on our enjoyment and our joy of life. I want everyone to know that I have opened up, I'm going to give you guys a copy. I've opened up my love strategy session because some of you were not able to get into the annual group coaching, and I'm starting to do strategy sessions, but I'm only limiting them. So I've opened up my love strategy sessions. And what we do is we talk about some of this stuff, but the main thing that we do is I give you a focus. I give you, where did my thing go? I can't see y'all and I don't know where it went. Oh Lord. Oh, there I am. I have so many windows open. I was like, I missed them. So I am giving you guys the link for the love strategy session. This is not just a minimal coaching call. I have homework for you prior to our call. So there's a lot of questions that you'll be asked. But then we will sit down together and create a strategic plan for your dating life. And everyone is different. That's why it's on a strategy call. It is not the strategic plan that I'm just going to blanketly give to everyone. Tina gets a plan. The same plan as Kay. The same plan as Lucretia. The same plan as Phoebe. That's not how this works. What we do is we sit down together. If you are ready to really be in the dating process, we sit down together and create that plan for you specifically. So if you're interested, here is the link for you to book your call. I am so glad y'all came to our little private secret conference room. That's so cool. Can you imagine? We would have missed live tonight. We would have missed live. So feel free to share this link with your friends. The replay will be up for a little while, but I know you know friends who have dealt with a lot of anxiety. So I want to make sure that you are enjoying your life. You are enjoying life. You are kicking anxiety in its front teeth, and you are out there dating and enjoying every freaking minute of it. Every minute. You guys go out, make it an amazing week. You feel free to share this with your friends. Text it to them because y'all know Facebook and IG ain't working. And I will see you guys soon. Okay? Bye.